Hello, everybody. Welcome to this critically important episode of FANMEN Beyond. I'm your host, DJ Gove.
Chris Davis. Excellent callback, sir.
Excellent. No one knows what the fuck we're talking about except for one.
It's an audience of one. It's just for you, buddy.
Waka waka. How you been?
So funny. Doing well.
Nice.
Finally get to be home for a little bit, so I'm happy.
I know, it's nice. A little early morning recording.
Yeah.
I took the day off from work for a topic we'll get into a little bit. But yeah, you talk about being home. We did have one more little summer trip. Let's get back to that. Let's get down to that. And what do we call it now? Fancation?
Fancation? Yeah, I like that.
I know, it was a little soundbite and everything. My excellent soundbite skills where I just stole the part from Holiday Road. And
That's all.
yeah.
I'm sure Lindsey Buckingham doesn't care at all.
No, he's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. So
he's doing something with Stevie Nicks. They're like re-releasing music or whatever, or have a new album.
Little aside, did you see the... So my kid loves Fleetwood Mac. She loves Stevie Nicks. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm going to try to surprise her and take her to the fucking concert. Nope.
Nobody wanted your kidney?
$700 for like the roof.
Yeah.
And that's like face.
Yep.
Mad.
Stevie got crazy. I'm so happy that, and I thought the prices were crazy when we went, 2 years ago? Yeah, it would have been the fall of 23.
It's almost like buy Stevie Nicks, get Billy Joel free.
They just did co-headlining. So Stevie did like an hour and 15 or something. It was a greatest hit set, which is all you really care about. And then Billy did like an hour and 45, 2 hours, and you were done.
I mean, I just want to go like Peter Griffin in the dress and twirl for age of 17.
It was at Gillette, which is never my favorite concert venue, but no. Yeah. I want to say we paid probably half of that to sit in the club. For the two of them.
Speaking of which, we do have football coming up later on because it is getting ready to be football season. We will do a football episode or like an NFL primer episode.
Yeah.
Because again, we're fans of all kinds of different stuff. But our boy gets a statue tonight.
He does, 6 o'clock.
Tom Brady gets a statue. Which pose do you hope it is?
I'm probably jaded right now. I had other poses in my head, but now I've seen it draped with the black cloth. They posted those this morning. So it really looks like there are a couple action shots that I was really looking forward to. Mainly like the fist pump, like one of those screams, something like that. I would have been okay with, and I kind of thought it was fitting, the pensive Brady, like head down on the bench. Because that is always when you knew shit was about to go down. Like when you caught the shot of him with the head down.
Yeah.
Things were going to do
like Banner getting his eyes green, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But from the look of it, and I'm okay with this one, I believe it's going to be the Falcons Super Bowl, him holding up the trophy after with the scream.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
I wanted first Super Bowl. I wanted the hands on the head, like the.
He's clearly holding up, so you can see it. And before they had a whole box around it, so you couldn't tell anything when they delivered it. Now it's just a black sheet over it, and you can very clearly see that it's the top of a Lombardi. That's the peak of it.
That sucks.
So I think it's going to be that, like him holding up the Lombardi.
Yeah, I either wanted the head on the hands from the first Super Bowl when they won, or I wanted the Seahawks Super Bowl when he throws that touchdown to Julian. He just points and does the fist bump thing. That would have been cool too.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be him with the trophy up.
That's fair enough.
As long as they left room for the much needed Belichick one next to him, I'm fine. That's all. I'm sure Bob's working on that as we speak.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be great. So
I'd give me like a 3-0 star from North Carolina, just to,
Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're not traveling to see the statue tonight, but we did just get back from Jersey this weekend. We took a little weekend jaunt to New Jersey for Kevin Smith annual Kevin Smith birthday weekend.
Annual birthday trip. Yeah, seems like we're down there or somewhere doing something with him every time around this year.
It was good. Good to see everyone. Good to see went to Secret Stash, went and saw the Zapsticks and everything, and saw our little crew of folk that we mingle with.
It's nice to. People don't get together as much as they used to. We used to be down there a lot more.
We did, yeah.
Than we are, and that's even for the people that are down in the area.
Yeah, no, it's not. It is.
It's a different crew now.
It is, yeah. No, it's for better or for worse. I mean, do miss some of the ones that can't get out there anymore, but. It's nice to go down there. It's such a nice fucking town. I mean,
it's gorgeous. I spent some time.
I wish I wasn't poor and I could live down there, but there's no fucking way.
On the way to meeting you for the first show,
yes,
I took the long way through Rumson, and it's
by Bon Jovi's house.
Broke my head. Where I think I stopped counting the deer that were just wandering through people's yards at like 25. There was like a pack of 6, and these guys are behind the gate, just wandering around. It's gorgeous countryside. The houses are absolutely insane. And I actually stopped, I don't know if I still have the picture. I'm going to delete it. And took a picture, pulled off on the side of the road to take a picture of this gorgeous house that literally had 3 G-Wagons lined up front.
Fucking Christ, man.
It's like you get the black matte one and you get the green matte one, and oh look, it comes in orange.
Dude, I'm telling you, like one of the biggest regrets I'm gonna have whenever it's time for me to kick the bucket is like looking back on and realizing I didn't have any way or couldn't figure out how to grab some of this like fake internet money that these fucking people are getting. And like investment money, like all this basically free money that just fell from the sky at one point in time, and I literally got none of it.
It seems like it fell from the sky, but the people that are making on that have been holding for years.
Yeah.
And years. You needed to take the leap when you really didn't have anything.
Yeah, I had no.
And then be able to sit on it for 10 years.
I had nothing.
Like, the self-control to not
like
sell
the
some of that
Bitcoin
stuff.
and shit and all that stupid. What a fucking mess that was.
I
fucked up so bad in life.
So my old boss's son bought in when it was like 15,000.
Fuck. I didn't have 15. I mean,
not a ton, but he has a handful of coins and that are worth 100 something thousand.
It's just being perpetually broke. There's no time for that. So
it takes a level of discipline in shutting everything else off that
I don't
not many of us
I don't
possess.
have that. I'm a mentally ill paycheck to paycheck kind of bloke. So.
I've very much been do it all until I can't, and then I'll just stop for a while and then
fair enough. Yeah, no, it is nice. Like I said, I went down. We did. I got there early. There was a card tournament, nice little store next to the stash called Shore Gamers. Went and played there. Good group of people. Got my absolute fucking head kicked in, so that was fun. The one thing I just can't deal with, like from a schematics thing, like my deck just can't handle, like 12 of the 16 people had it, and it was just like, fuck, I'm done. I walked out, I saw everyone counting their shit, and I'm like shuffling and like sorting shit, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm done. I'm already cooked. So, but it was nice. It was good to say, good people. So I met some new people. It was nice. A nice little store.
You got to do the birthday show.
Yeah, we did the birthday show,
which was just a culmination of every story we heard for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It was a rerun. It was him getting rid of it.
Coming soon to YouTube.
Yeah, it was like the text when I feel bad you're listening to the same stuff every time. I'm like, yeah, but I'm always curious as to how you're going to make it seem like it's fresh today for a group of people that don't know that the Mulholland story was 2 years ago, right? And then you bailed early in Dickless. You had to take the ride home.
I had to, yeah. The traffic was so. Another subject we're going to get into later on. I was like, I didn't realize it was Summerslam that weekend.
Yeah, and you're leaving the shore.
Yeah,
so it's like coming back
even
from the
shore.
Cape on
So
a
it's
Sunday.
beach traffic plus trying to make sure I dodged goddamn Summerslam traffic from MetLife.
So
and I had to leave during Beardless Dickless. Unfortunately,
that show went for 3 hours.
I would have been fucking cooked, man. I got home at like there was a really bad accident in Connecticut because obviously it's Connecticut, right? There was 4 cars pushed onto the guardrail. One had caught on fire. It looked like there might have been an ejection. There was 4 ambulances. There was just shrapnel everywhere. It was like a fucking
gotta love the
bomb
Garden
went
State
off.
Parkway.
Yeah, no, this was Hartford.
Okay.
And Hartford, obviously, like there's just random construction spots everywhere. So I think someone hit one of those, and
84 was a mess.
Yeah, shit
it's
show. So
everywhere.
So I did miss the show, but I got my weekend out of it.
That went deep. The kid got to have her time with Harley.
Oh, that's good.
Which made her insanely happy.
Harley squared.
Yeah, we got the picture of the two of them.
They should just do a show.
The boss and I were
Harley
very
squared.
happy. I got this lovely text. Oh, the Harleys. So it was cute. Did that. Got to spend a little time. Heather's gotten to know her a little bit too, so she got to say hello because this is the first time Heather's been down there in forever.
Yeah, it's been a while since
it's been over a year since she went down there. It's like day trips for the two of us, or my sister's gone down with me a couple times and stuff. So, and then Harley and I stuck around. Heather, amazingly enough, found an Uber in Atlantic Highlands to take her back to the hotel. We stuck around for Yoga Hosers, which Boss and Harley stuck around for a little bit. Did a little intro. They sat like right behind us in the back of the theater, and then total Irish goodbye. Like half hour in, I get the little whisper.
Even Harley doesn't want to go.
The little whisper. See you, Captain.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, and you left before this part of the show. They were taking off the next morning to go to Orlando.
Oh.
They went to see Grace, and they had tickets to do a day at Disney and a day at Epic.
Oh, very nice.
So before he had to come back and do the film festival,
go get some fucking sleep.
They went and took off, like to the point where he wasn't even texting that night. I got a text the next morning from the plane, like, "Hey, we're on our way down now. Thanks for coming." Blah blah, that stuff. So they did the little Irish goodbye. The movie is still goofy as hell, but funny enough. Even with the story, it hit the kid better this time because she knows all the other stuff those players have been in now. Like you have Austin Butler sitting there, who's gone on to play Elvis and has another big movie with Zoe Kravitz coming out. And Austin Butler's been everywhere. Starting to look like Natasha Lyonne plays one of the Colleen's moms. And that was like, hey, wait a second. We've watched her for the last like 3 years in Poker Face. And she's seen her in like Orange is the New Black and other things like, oh, there were like actual actors in this movie. So she's like, huh. And that was her one comment as we're driving home. She's like, it always surprises me the people that were actually in these movies. I'm like, yeah, he used to get a lot of talent and still does. They all come back. They all play him. Like, go back and watch Jay and Silly Bob, for God's sakes. Like Jon Stewart before he took over the world.
Yeah.
Yep. So, no. And we did get to see a gentleman at the stash actually return a piece of View Askew history. The gentleman right behind us in line brought back Will and Holly's full Ranger outfit.
Oh, yeah.
To be displayed in the stash. He just gave it back. He bought it off the auction the same time I bought the cigarette machine, the same time Gavin bought all his stuff, back in the original VSU garage sale, if you will.
Wow.
And he decided, much like Kindred Spirit, he decided much like me, like, it doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense to have all this stuff just sitting in closets. So he gave it back to Kev. Bought it for a song and a dance, gave it back to them so they can display it at the stash if they want, or at the theater, or just put it in the archives and coming soon to an auction near you. You know,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Still in the garment bag that he bought it, and it's
Jesus,
all put together. It was sweet.
Nice. So yeah, so another fun little Jersey week, another fun little trip. It was nice to get away. But man, like the fuck, even like I'm getting so old. Even the fucking drive over 2 days is killing me.
It's a little bit much. I can't do the day swings like I used to.
They're really hard to do.
It's mandatory now. If there's a night show, I'm staying over. I'm not driving home that night. It's if the hotels are so crazy that I can't afford the hotel or it doesn't make sense to do it, then I'll just tap on the event.
Yeah. No.
I skipped Vulgarthon last year. I've skipped other ones where I bought tickets and I'm like, nah, it just doesn't.
Because the hotels down there are fucking bonkers. So
it's good Lord.
Yeah.
I want to say it was just over $800 for 2 nights. And the majority of that was Saturday night.
Yeah, see, I can't.
Sunday only costs like $2 something.
I can't do stuff. I don't have that kind of capital, but
its travel is stupid now.
It is. I mean, we were looking at plane ticket prices. I'm still looking at plane ticket prices going down for the fucking cruise in February. Dude, like I've never seen $600 one way from Logan to Orlando. They go 19 times a day.
I'm already dreading Kevin's going to come up with a date like right before Thanksgiving because that's when he's going to be home.
Oh yeah, we have to go to California.
And normal times going in and out, like, and there's a ton of flights in and out of San Diego. Like we left early from the con, so it wasn't even like peak time. And one-way tickets were over $500 to get back.
What the fuck's going on?
It's
crazy.
Scarcity. They canceled a ton of flights. People aren't traveling as
Not
much.
the staff either.
Everything is going up, and it's only going to get worse. But we won't get too political.
No. Yeah. So we were in Jersey. We were watching Kevin's shows. I was playing cards. Your wife was at the beach. My kid was at home playing grocery shopping. And I bring that up because that's what a lot of people in this world were doing. Because you know what people weren't doing last weekend, Chris?
What's that?
They were not going to the theater to watch FantasticFour in its second weekend.
Ooh, excellent segue.
Holy fucking shit.
It is rare that you see a movie drop 80% Friday to Friday.
Marvel movie.
80%. The weekend wasn't quite as bad. It was a more normal, like 55, 57 on the Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Which is still steep.
It was almost a 70% for the weekend?
Yeah. It averaged just about 70% for the weekend.
Which is a massive, I mean, so normally these superhero movies, these bigger ones, 50% is usually like a pretty decent drop. Of course, you're going to be front loaded with preview night and all that kind of stuff. So if you can get in like somewhere in the 50s, 50 to 57, that's a total fucking win, right? Superman, I think, had a 52% drop.
I believe so. It was low 50s.
Massive win.
Yeah. It was under 55.
Fantastic Four was off the charts. I think it was even worse than the Eternal second weekend, I believe they said. I think I saw something like that. Yeah. God. It's pretty bad. For comparisons, I went Tuesday night to go see Naked Gun. Delightful movie. We need more comedies in the theaters. It was just fun to sit down and it was a Naked Gun movie. It has all the same vibes as the old Naked Gun movies, but we're not reviewing that right now. But just for the hell of it, my neighbor and I went and saw Superman finally for the first time, and I popped in and looked, and on Tuesday, 5 weeks later, Superman theater was like 60-70% full on a Tuesday night.
They're still doing decent bank.
People are seeing this thing 3-4 times.
I don't think it's going to hit 750.
No,
we're hoping.
I think we're over 6 now, though.
We're
still, right at 6.
When I looked, you were still a little under 6. I'll tell you in a sec.
I think by this weekend we'll hit 6.
You're at 562, 563.
Okay, so maybe we'll
So I think you're going to creep over 6.
Yeah,
because you're a month in at this point.
Yeah, and they said Man of Steel did 637 or something like that, 639.
7 and change. Man of Steel actually cracked 7.
I was under 7. I thought.
Nah, cracked 7. But you're also looking at people were going to the movies more. They sold a hell of a lot more tickets at a lower dollar.
Right? Yeah. It was pre-COVID. It was in the height of superhero mania.
2013?
Yeah.
It was early teens.
Height of superhero mania.
Startle your sniper.
30% more theaters. All that kind of stuff, right? So
more screens, more theaters, cheaper prices.
So all people go, "Oh, is it going to beat Man of Steel?" Look, I don't want to hear it.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's extremely profitable. Warner Brothers is over the moon with the results. Because even more important than the money, the word of mouth and the goodwill. You can't put a price on goodwill.
You can if you're an accountant.
That's true. Fair enough.
No, that's really the biggest thing here, right? The number was irrelevant. As long as they broke even, they were going to be fine. What's happening right now with Fantastic Four, now they always support each other and everybody wants everybody else. Rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah, 100%.
But it just puts that much more of a spotlight on Superman. It
does.
Highlights it that much more.
It does.
As to what that was able to do.
And it's crazy because, we do, if you didn't listen to our Fantastic Four review, we did it last week. It's not like a flaming piece of shit or nothing. It's a decent movie and it had the chance to be very, very good. But I think, you had said, you did characters that you took away from a decade of kids.
It's tough. It's a tough sell if you're trying to do the numbers they were talking about.
100%. And I think the other thing too is we talk about all the time. Obviously the comic fans go see it. I think your average, Dick and Harry, have kind of realized that, it's just another thing to get to another thing. I'll watch it when it hits Disney Plus.
You weren't drawing the soccer moms or any of those that were making your Avengers type movies pop over that bill. Yeah. You need to be able to draw the entire family. And you need to be able to draw them multiple times.
Yep.
To those kind of numbers.
Yeah. And I'm going to call it right now. It's early, obviously, right? You're hearing these stories come out of Doomsday. I don't know if we talked about this. That literally is they don't have a script. They're just doing notes at night. The writers are working overnight and just handing out notes to do scenes the next day.
Yeah. I kind of ignore everything on the internet because there's way too many people with their own.
Well, they interviewed someone who's in it.
If it's something coming out, well, they're not going to be in the final movie because you know how tight Disney locks that shit down.
That was
nothing.
Seinfeld or something.
Nothing comes in. She's in Toronto. You should totally apply to Fan Expo Canada and see if you can get.
Dude, did you see the back?
We've done it once.
We're jumping around. Do you see the Back to the Future panel? They have the normal 4 and Bob Gale, and it's crazy.
That's definitely a you thing.
Yeah, that's a me thing.
More,
but so Fantastic Four does not look like it's going to break even,
and it wasn't a bad movie.
It was.
I enjoyed it. It was a pleasant 2 hours. It's nothing. I didn't do cartwheels out of it, but I didn't sit there and say.
But after your Little Mermaid and your Snow White and your EO, and it's just another massive, massive sucker punch to the Disney Corporation movie wise.
We won't get into it, but Disney's hurting. Disney's hurting on all fronts.
All fronts.
And you're starting to see it. You see videos of the parks. They're empty.
Yeah.
The nostalgia thing, they're not, and again, not to get political, but you've seen multiple pundits on the right take shots at the Disney adults and everything like that. So you're losing half of your country that's well, we're not going to go.
Yeah.
Your numbers are way down and the tariffs are absolutely, just the tension between some of the front. The UK amounted for a huge chunk of your revenue down there. And they're just not going.
No, and I think
they're not coming at all.
I think what you're really going to see with the UK is in January, right? Because that's their big break or something like that.
You're just not seeing any of it.
No.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, the parks can't prop up the box office losses anymore because that's what was happening. The parks were kind of leveling everything out.
There's that, and you had good numbers from Lilo, but now you're talking even on the merch side of that. You're asking people to buy merch for the same shit that they bought merch for before, and you've had those characters in constant production. Stitch never went away.
No. Stitch is a marketing machine.
There was always Stitch shit out there, so it's not like you were popping and there was going to be new. There might be one or two things, but you got kids with Stitch bedrooms.
Yeah.
stacked. So it's a tough hoe for them right now. It'll be curious to see.
Yeah.
They're going to have to lean on all of their things, and that's why, they're spending $1.6 billion to buy like WWE content. They need different IP.
And let's go ahead and segue to that.
Sure.
As it sucks, right? We're going to get into like fall stuff. Like us, we were talking football. Football started last night, preseason games.
We'll talk more after the Patriots' first game tonight.
We will, yeah. And it's like, all the pumpkin shits in the stores and everything. It's August 1st.
I got the goddamn IHOP email yesterday that the pancake of the month is pumpkin spice. I'm like, it's August.
I know. It sucks. So summer's fucking over already, dude. It's horrible. Like,
at least from a marketing standpoint.
I didn't even get a summer.
You realize
I had stuff go on, family stuff. My summer was fucking trash.
July was a mess. Forget it.
I've lost like 3 of the last 4 summers.
Yeah. It rained all through June. July I wasn't home, and then here we are. School starts in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. So Disney bought the streaming rights to WWE primetime events. So what used to be pay-per-views?
What do they call them? Premium live events.
Yeah, pay-per-view. I'm calling them pay-per-views to like croak. I don't give a shit. So now WrestleMania and Royal Rumble and all that stuff will be on Disney.
There's a new ESPN streaming platform that's launching.
Yeah, it looks like Hulu is going to start to sundown in 2026.
Yeah, they're finally going to merge the two together.
Yep,
They've owned the whole thing for a few years.
So you'll get like just like Disney Premium Plus Premium, whatever, which will be like your Hulu TV or whatever.
And right now, like I think I mentioned, I was doing a rewatch of House, and I could jump back and forth with either app.
Yeah,
they don't have Hulu on the treadmill, but I had Disney Plus, so they had the same content.
Yeah,
it's just they're going to finally stop wasting money and supporting both of them.
Yeah, exactly. But as they buy the rights to stream wrestling, we don't talk about wrestling a lot. But one thing that happened while we were in Jersey was SummerSlam.
The first 2-night SummerSlam. So your second biggest event on the WWE calendar. Mm-hmm. You kind of had the bookends: one in the spring, one in late summer, early fall.
They're a little too close to me. It should be Survivor Series. But anyway.
Yeah, but SummerSlam was always kind of like the other granddaddy, and I think they kind of chop it up in thirds, right?
Yeah.
So your next one will be. The Rumble is kind of like Survivor Series is kind of taking a step back. That was always a big one for us when we were kids.
It was. But
Thanksgiving night.
It's not Survivor. They should just rename it because it hasn't been Survivor Series
War Games
for
now.
20 years now. It's like,
the War Games match works.
Yeah.
But you got to build up to a 5-on-5 rivalry. Like the storytelling's crazy.
Some seems to be Survivor used to be the best, just the random teams of guys.
But now, and they never made any sense.
They
it's
never
just like
did.
Who happened to be on TV that night. But yeah, this is the first time in WWE history they went to a 2-night SummerSlam. And you love to see all the haters online saying, oh yeah, but they weren't selling out. Yeah, but they sold 57,000 tickets each night.
Yeah.
So they sold 114,000 for a weekend.
And you could have, like, when I was driving down, I saw the, get tickets now. I was like, what the fuck? Get tickets now? You could buy, but they were like horrible seats.
You're up in like the 500s.
Exactly.
Like, you're not seeing shit.
I mean, we're talking MetLife Stadium. It was where the Jets and Giants play. This place is massive, right? It's a newer stadium. It's like less than a decade old, I think. It's huge, right?
It's huge.
The big thing was all of your front row and floor and all of your big $6,000 ticket packs were all sold out.
So what we paid $600 for when we took her to WrestleMania in 19 would cost easily
$5,000 now.
Oh my God. No, it's ringside's over 10.
Is it 10? Fuck.
10 to 12. There's some, if you want to be camera side, like opposite the camera, opposite the hard cam, so you're on screen throughout the whole thing, 15, some 20. And now,
you need to invest in some green t-shirts.
Now it's on location has taken over all the premiums. So they're doing the meet and greets, they're doing the dinners, they're doing all that. If you want any of your platinum type tickets.
And you're paying for their 30% nut on top of everything we used to.
I got a thing in the mail because we're on the mailing list. I was curious about the pricing to put a deposit down on next year's WrestleMania. You have no idea who's going to be there.
No.
I mean, you have a rough idea. You have no idea how the puzzle pieces are going to go together.
Yeah.
What night's going to be better.
Who's going to get hurt.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
So.
That sucks, man. I used to like going. I mean, granted, I think we've been to like one since Zach died, but like, I mean, I got my WrestleMania and it wasn't obviously as good an experience as yours, but I got my Mania and I'm good.
We did Orlando. We were like halfway up on the rise. I mean, it's fun. Yeah. But it's one of those things that we did the second one for the kid.
Yeah.
She wanted, that was her Christmas gift.
And I mean, your kid will never surpass experience.
We can't go.
So why even bother?
We can't go again. It just happenstance that we got moved into that spot.
Yeah. There's no fucking point.
Who the hell was Shane fighting? Where they literally had to have people come over and say, hey, just stand to the side.
Owens?
Yes. I think it was. Yeah. And they were going all over the place, climbing the stanchion right behind us. Mm-hmm. They all kinds of crazy stuff. They're like, hey, just keep your head on a swivel. She got to see her guy, Kofi. She was a massive New Day fan. She was 15 feet away when Kofi won the title, and he's standing in the corner. Like
Gave
all of that
jersey
stuff.
in the sizzle reel. Like
she's in the sizzle reel to this day.
In the scissor reel with E. I mean, yeah. So she's wrestling royalty.
We're doing SmackDown next Friday, just because it's at the Garden and I can get tickets. And if and when they ever announce the Cena thing,
yeah, I want to go to that. If you could help pull me into that, I'd appreciate it. If you can get 3.
These guys are doing insane numbers.
It's fucking crazy. I thought it was going to die off, honestly. I thought for a while, I thought it can't be as good as it. I didn't think it could be as big as it was when we had it in the late 90s, the Attitude stuff, but Jesus Christ.
They're talking about those people. And Paul Heyman, long time, anybody that watches wrestling knows who he is. Kid got into business at like 15 as a photographer, for God's sakes. He knows more than most of these guys will ever forget. He said it. He's like, when you talk about wrestling, people are going to have their heroes. All it matters is who's drawing the house. Mm-hmm. And he's like them, dislike them. The person that has brought the most money into that industry all time is Roman Reigns. What? The bloodline,
really?
By far. He's like, if you sit there and he's like, people are going to argue it and people will complain and they're going to go like this and they're going to have for their binkies and stuff. Even at the Hogan level, you sold out WrestleManias. You were doing house shows in front of 5,000 people because people weren't going to see it. And you had taped matches on Saturdays. He's like, in terms of when you needed somebody to come and save an industry coming out of COVID, somebody to carry the industry when you were doing it without fans.
Oh, yeah.
In COVID. And you came out of it and started doing record numbers. He's like, there's a reason why we ended up having to start doing press conferences after every event. He's like, because if we put him on the poster, we were making more money than the industry's ever seen. He's like, there's a reason why TKO came and spent what they did.
That's true.
To buy the industry. It's like WWE stock was trading it in the 20s coming out of the Attitude Era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
it's
in the, I guess, I mean, if you want to start bringing hard numbers into it like an asshole, I guess we can. But like the thing about wrestling is it's always been subjective, right? And like you brought up a name. So one thing that happened within the last week we didn't talk about on the show yet, but Hulk Hogan died, and I was
beloved in his heyday.
I mean,
absolutely beloved.
I'm even kind of getting misty just starting to talk about it. Like
cartoons.
I was at work. I was working, and all of a sudden the pop-up came up on my phone, and I kind of just froze up, and I didn't. Honestly, it's weird. Like even with some of the deaths we've had, like I had Jason David Frank and stuff like that, and even like the Carrie Fisher, even I was like kind of a mess, and I don't think this one is kind of lingered with me since like Christopher Reeve, because I had 2 Supermen growing up. It was him and it was Hulk Hogan, and now fucking Superman's dead. It's crazy.
It's funny, and it's all which side. I think I text you. I'm like. Never my favorite, but I loved rooting against him.
No, but I was like
loved hating him.
I was like 5 years old when Wrestling Buddies came out. I mean, it was like I was your prime audience.
Hogan was there. Macho was always more interesting to me.
So once
even at a young age, you could see that the 3 moveset. He was a later day Cena. Actually, Cena was a better wrestler.
No. I get all that, but it's just they did such a good job with that character. I mean, geez, I had Lunchboxes, Wrestling Buddies, LJNs, cartoons, 100%. I mean, and as I got older, like Macho was my guy from that era, like my favorite like wrestler. But like, and I applaud almost the entire catalog. But it was just something about Hogan. It was just something, I don't know what it was. It grabbed you at a young age, and it just stuck with you.
Hogan is the reason why Roman didn't get over initially, because Vince was trying to jam him down everybody's throat again, saying this is going to be the guy and he's never going to lose. And even when your favorite wins, Hogan has the ability to just say, no, I don't think Brett can.
Yeah.
So the belt's coming to me. Or Macho can have it for a few months.
I mean, and even as I got older and I heard some of the stories about some of the stuff and, like the kibosh and all that, and I got it and I understood it, but like there's always like a soft spot, it's like he was my guy. I mean, it was from being a kid and everything like that. And
sure. I will say out of the celebrity deaths, recently, Ozzy hit me way harder than Hogan.
See, here's the thing about Ozzy. We haven't talked about Ozzy. And it's
hit me way harder than Hogan.
The thing with Ozzy is, I mean, so obviously I'm a huge metalhead, right? I love Ozzy. I love Sabbath, all that stuff, right? The way I looked at Ozzy when he died, I was like, you kind of knew it was coming. Number one, he should have died 40 fucking years ago, right? The fact that he made it to 78 or whatever, but The cool thing about Ozzy is, and I don't want to ever say cool thing about someone's death.
Did a con the week before he died.
To me, he basically threw his own wake and went out like a fucking boss. Like he knew something. He had to have known it was getting towards the end. He stopped taking his meds. They organized this whole thing. He went out, he strapped himself in a fucking chair.
Did you see it was a heart attack that got him? It wasn't the Parkinson's or anything.
Yeah, but that's like Parkinson's is a killer. Parkinson's causes problems with other systems and stuff. But it just Ozzy
and Hogan went out the same way.
They did, but Ozzy might have had like the most glorious celebrity death because he did. He went out like a fucking god, a god.
And it's
people doing what he wanted to do, doing his thing. That show was awesome too.
And all the money went to charity.
It was amazing. It was an amazing go.
You had in a 1 week span there, the dichotomy between the two. One that went out at his age, universally beloved after being a fuck up for most of his life.
Yeah.
Like he was the lovable loser, right? Like Ozzy did everything. He should have died a dozen times.
100%.
And he made your mistakes and my mistakes, and he did. I mean, Keith's probably the only one that could keep up with him with the drugs.
I did like all the Keith Richards Highlander gifts after Ozzy died.
Yeah, it's like, and somehow he became your crazy uncle or crazy grandfather.
Yeah.
At the end of it, and the dichotomy of like, for what Hogan was in the 80s, he should have been celebrated more when he passed.
100%.
And all of the stuff that came late in life and everything kind of trashed something. You hate to say it because the NWO was one of the biggest things.
It was. We're so big.
But you talk to anybody anybody that was in that company at the time.
They fucking hated him.
He destroyed a company.
He did. No, he did.
He destroyed careers.
Yep.
He destroyed everything because even at his advanced age, he couldn't. The one thing that he was unable to do, and it was only once he needed it, he could never put somebody over clean.
Yeah.
The one time he ended up having to do it is Vince ended up telling him, like, if you want to be in WrestleMania, you're laying down to the Rock.
Yeah.
It's not your time anymore.
And that actually ended up working for him in the grand scheme of things.
It bought him a couple more years. It bought him a couple more years.
It did.
But that was the thing. It didn't matter. Even friends.
Yeah.
Even fellow NWO members lay down.
Yeah. I know. But now it was harder once you start learning about how the whole thing works out and stuff like that. But even like, again, I'm not talking about like beer selling Hogan or whatever.
That was brutal.
Any of that shit, like Bubba Love Sponge Hogan. It's just, he's always gonna be Hulk Hogan. And like when that music hits, and it was the best. And it sucks. He's
gonna always be one of those polarizing guys. The guys who loved him and grew up with it are always gonna adore him and forget all the other stuff.
And it's going to show you too, and what really sucks too is like for like a normal person, no matter how no matter how famous you are, how like at one point in time beloved and well known and and respected. Again, we're talking one point in time, you can still die by yourself in a hospital bed, and that sucks. And
that's usually how it ends up.
And when you're an average fucking person, it kind of pushes in perspective. That's why I didn't really care about. I shouldn't say care. That's why I really didn't cry for Ozzy, because again, Ozzy went out like a fucking G. Like that's the most righteous fucking go out I think we've ever had.
See, that's how, in my mind, and this is probably where we're going to differ because you still got the fan hat on. Yeah. In my mind, that's the measure of a man. Everybody wanted to be there for Ozzy at the end. 100%. Most of the people could have cared less that Hogan passed.
100%. No, I mean, no, you're right.
It got Vince on the plane.
Yeah, but
that was it.
Which again, why it's like, I really didn't shed a tear for Ozzy. It was almost like a slow clap. It was like, fucking, that's how you, that was metal.
Yeah, he went out.
It was metal as fuck.
He went out with everybody loving him to the last moment.
I mean, if your last real day on earth is playing with your original friggin' band and jamming out, and Jason Momoa is like headbutting dudes in the fuck. I mean, that's better than any funeral, any friggin' wake.
Brace yourself. So I spent some time talking to Claire, and the kids her son and Harley would kind of rolling their eyes. Talking because she's right around our age. Won't divulge.
Claire's 29 years old. She'll always be
29 years old. But we're in, especially her and I, you to a lesser extent, you're a little behind us. You're in for a rough go of it.
Oh, I know.
Like all of our heroes.
We're
talking, Lucas is 82. Harrison Ford's 81, 82. Like you're going to have these people, Hamill's mid 70s, late 70s.
See, now,
like you're going to start losing.
I can't even think about it. If you can hear my voice.
And it's going to happen.
Dude, the fucking day Harrison Ford goes,
it's going to happen quickly.
I know.
Like
it sucks.
I hate to say we were joking, but On the plane ride out, Mark and I were texting that, okay, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner. We had Ozzy.
That was crazy.
And I'm like, all right, who's 3?
And it was
and we land and it's
Hulk.
Heather text. Did you see him? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But you find out after it wasn't some sudden thing. So the rumors you heard back in May, he's been bedridden for the last few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
The surgery took him out.
Yeah. But it sucks. It's just still like, again, and that's like, again, you said fan hunt. That's kind of what we do, right? Like just you've been so attached to someone for 38 years or whatever it is,
It's, I don't know. It's always hard. And especially it doesn't make sense, right? Because your normal sports heroes, you expect them to win. It's a Brady.
Yep.
You need to see them winning every time. That's the measure of greatness in any other sport. Yep. If you're looking at a wrestling, and it took me a little while to like explain to Harley, your biggest guys are not the ones with the belt. Undertaker never needed the belt, and he was a top guy. CM Punk doesn't need a belt, and he's main eventing.
The not needing a belt thing, the shift is different now than it was in the 80s, I think.
But that's also why you didn't have any other names.
I know.
Your industry was neutered because you put it all on.
But again, that's why it was so impressionable for young kids. This guy's always the champion. He's the immortal fucking Hulk Hogan. He's the biggest. He's the strongest. It's like,
if you don't have at least
he's got the best
2,
theme music.
There's a reason why once he got shuffled off to NWA or WCW at the time, and all those guys went, and all of a sudden now there's air for an Austin versus Rock that took the company to heights that you could have never imagined.
No, I know, but again, it's for me, and it's probably the age. It goes back to it's just you didn't understand that stuff as a small kid. He was in on the video games, and I had the toys.
That's why I'm trying to teach my kid better.
No, it's fair enough, but it's like it sucked. The whole thing sucked. But one thing that didn't suck was SummerSlam, the actual event, right?
Oh my God.
Fairly good event.
It ties in nicely to the first thing the kid said, and referencing somebody like a Punk. My favorite lost, got screwed out.
Punk's your guy. I like
back
Punk a lot.
And said, I always liked Punk because it didn't have any of the hokey wrestling bullshit. Kayfabe didn't matter. It was as real could be.
Nope.
And he went.
That was a fucking
Harley
match.
texted me and said, "You're going to lose your mind seeing the Punk match." She's like, "It's the best match we've seen this year."
Yeah. So CM Punk, it was really fucking good. So
over half hour at his age.
CM Punk,
46?
Yeah, 47? And Gunther, who's one of like the better wrestlers they have, like wrestling in ring guys. They call him the ring general for a reason, right? It was an amazing match. It went very, very long. Punk won the belt, and they did the Seth Rollins fake injury. By the way, so the Seth Rollins thing, right? I'm not gonna lie, they got me fucking hook, line, and sinker. I thought that motherfucker tore that. I mean, I watched enough NFL football and hockey and sports. I thought that guy's knee was Swiss cheese.
They went so far as to send him on the plane.
They sent him to
go see Andrews.
They sent him to fucking Andrews.
He never went to the appointment, but they sent him.
Oh my God, they got me. They fucking got me.
I said it to Harley before I left the hotel that night. I'm like, watch. Rollins is cashing in. She's like, I just saw a video of him limping with his kid running next to him. So they played everybody on. It is the new kayfabe, right? So now we all know so much about what's going behind the scenes. And that WWE Unreal show, Harley devoured all 5 episodes.
There's too much behind the scenes now.
But that's the thing. Now it's at a point where you think you know what's happening,
and you don't.
And they're playing you 3 different ways.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about that too is, like I said, I thought Rollins was really hurt. It looked like a legit injury. No. They got me. Punk's emotion after winning the belt and the music star. So here's the other thing too. These guys aren't just great athletes. The fucking acting ability on these guys these days is off the chart. Like that was like an Oscar-worthy sell by Punk.
There's very
Oscar-worthy.
Punk at this moment is the best professional wrestler you have. And that's always what he will. Yeah. He can go in the ring. He has the mic skills. He has the total package.
He has matching chops from heels and stuff like that.
It doesn't. And you know what? Unlike Rollins, who they have to repackage, or even Roman, who've done,
he's just Punk.
Punk's been Punk.
By the way, also he always. I mean, he's always like, even when I didn't like him, when he was like,
in Nexus and that kind of crap.
I didn't like him in Nexus, but even before the beard, I long-haired Punk. Like the Straight Edge Society shit, I didn't like him back then. I appreciated his ability. I just wasn't a fan of like the way he presented the character, but he's always killed the ring gear. That Fantastic Four ring gear for SummerSlam was dope as shit.
He knows Fantastic Four is his guys.
That's
he knows
his guys. His Clobber Time's been his thing for a while.
He knows his way. And can I tell you, Punk is more over with women now. Like Heather hated young greasy Punk, elder statesman Punk.
Beard and gray hair does
Beard
wonders.
and the gray hair. He's made the top 5 out of nowhere.
There is a caveat to that, though.
It's amazing.
If your name is DJ, not so much.
Well, Phil isn't getting it done either.
That's fair.
But Punk.
yeah, sure, yeah. So that match was, there's a guy who worked ratio. That was a 10 out of 10. You couldn't ask for that whole thing to go any better.
Even Metzler and those guys, the internet wrestling community who usually shits on everything WWE.
No, 100% agree. It was a phenomenal athletic display, great storytelling. The Rollins thing pissed me off a little bit just because it's like, it was funny, like the Rhea Ripley tweets, even though she knew it was coming, like the Punk crying when he heard the music, like, let him have it, give it back, give it back.
There are people, I
don't tell everyone everything, but
but
the fact that Rollins has had 2 major cash-ins though now, I'm kind of sick of it. They should only do that. They should. For me, the Money in the Bank briefcase is my least favorite trope in wrestling. I'd like it to go away.
I like it, just for the randomness of it all. But I think, and this is kind of breaking my head, and I may be wrong on all this. I think they're working on the end game of a 12-year story.
They are. Yeah.
This is leading to the blow off with Roman and Punk, and Roman finally getting his revenge. Mm-hmm. He's going to take out Punk's new faction.
Yeah.
You see him popping back out. I mean, he's not letting that go.
No, and I mean, Punk was like, even when they were the Shield, Punk was like the number one enemy. I mean, I went to a SmackDown. They did a dark match after where Punk wrestled all 3 Shield members, and they went for like 35 minutes.
I saw NXT in Lowell back when the Shield was still there.
Yep.
And it had this ties with Punk, and Punk is the one that brought them into the main roster. Mm-hmm. They were the enforcers behind him. And so this cast of characters, these 4, have been intertwined for more than a decade.
Yeah. It was so good, though. It was so good. And
it's coming.
And I was with you. I was so happy that, I mean, granted, Punk doesn't need a belt, but it's nice.
I want to see him get one more.
He hasn't had all of the highs that a lot of these like superstar guys have had.
No, they put the belt on him when the industry was in a little bit of a low, was taking a turn down. And
they just needed someone for Cena to chase around, basically.
That's it. It made for good story, and the 2 of them were fabulous on the mic opposite each other. Yeah. So it was
Speaking of Cena, Cena's retirement tours come around. He wrestled Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about someone who does need a belt on him. Cody Rhodes is your modern day Hulk Hogan, kind of.
Cody Rhodes is Hogan with better mic skills.
No, better, of course, better mic skills. Yeah. It was a pretty decent match. There were some cool visuals. Number 1 was hold on. I'm sorry. I don't want to go to the Cena match yet. I want to wait on that. Another match that I had no interest in, that had some things that moved. So we've talked about it aside. If anyone doesn't know, Logan Paul, the YouTube kid, is a wrestler.
God bless this kid. I hate him personally.
I fucking hate him. I hate the fact that
he is so good.
I know. So I hate the fact that him and his brother got popular doing the YouTube stuff. I think the boxing thing drives me nuts, right?
Because they're all fixed.
The fact that he makes so much money off his podcast bugs me because it's gotten more, I think, with the wrestling thing because the guests he gets. That kind of bugs me because I don't know. It's an okay show, but I don't know. It's more just like a jelly thing, right? These fucking kids, when you work 40 hours, 60 hours a week, you kill yourself for no reason. These kids just have money off the sky, but this kid's such a fucking good athlete. It's disturbing how good he is. It's infuriating. He can do anything he wants. He's like fucking Nightcrawler from the X-Men.
It's worth whatever they're paying him.
It is.
Just for the exposure they're getting.
Fucking Christ. It's
a kid that can go as well as he can.
I don't even understand how a human being can do a front flip or something like that because my brain even on a trampoline, my synapses can't fire my body to make that motion.
And he can do that off flat foot.
He did so he wrestled, he teamed with, was it McIntyre?
You going Frog Splash?
Yeah, was it McIntyre? Was it him and McIntyre?
Him and McIntyre versus Joey Roll and Randy Orton.
And normally when they do the celebrity thing, go back to the Hogan stuff, the Rodmans, the Karl Malone, it usually sucks, right?
That's one thing I'll give Hunter. He's only gotten celebrities that can actually go.
Yeah, and credit to the Joey Roll guy. I don't do his music. I know a little bit of his story, but as a guy who was a 400-pound dude who
got the shit kicked out of him.
I know. But as a person who's been 400 pounds and has started to slim down, he looks like he's in good shape. So good for him. I mean, he looks healthy.
Yeah, he's lost almost 200 pounds. So
awesome. I mean, he took some bumps, but they did a spot where Logan Paul, fucking asshole, right? So good. He puts on the meta glasses, which I need to get a pair of.
Genius.
I want them for cons and stuff.
Genius.
He puts on the meta glasses. He chugs his fucking prime poison shit, which should be taken off the fucking market. It's basically fucking washer fluid. And then he does a frog splash. And not just any frog splash. Jumps 20 yards.
20 yards, and he has to twist his body because he wasn't lined up. It wasn't like he was jumping straight.
It was.
He had to twist his body in midair to land this thing.
If you told a normal person he was on a cable, they would have believed you.
It was unbelievable. One of the better spots that I've seen in years.
It might go down as one of the best wrestling visuals everywhere because he had a bird's eye view of it.
And you know what? It's just another night for him.
And that's going to be his thing. It's going to be the meta glasses move.
He pulls this shit off. He comes up. He did it.
Fuck him, and he's so good.
WrestleMania, he did a drone.
I hate
he had
you,
somebody
Logan
with a
Paul.
drone. This time he did the meta glasses.
Athletic, beautiful, talented bastard.
He's bringing something to the game that none of the rest of them are.
It is,
So.
and and he's brought in that crowd too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm getting pictures of my buddy at work. All the kids eating churros at Disneyland.
Huh. My brother's at Disneyland right now.
Oh, really?
Hey, Matt.
Nice. Hi, Matt.
Check the family out before my niece Alyssa has to go back to school.
Yeah, I was playing a Fast Pass guide the other day. I'm talking.
Yep.
So that was great.
Tell him he's an adult. He should be able to figure this shit out. But he's not.
He's never been.
Okay.
I know.
You're an adult.
Well, I don't mind helping. So that was a cool moment. And then they had the Cena Cody match. Wasn't the greatest match, right? It wasn't amazing. They did do a couple of cool things. So I guess since John Cena's been like a quote unquote heel bad guy, his entrance was just a black and white John Cena with the music.
I liked it.
And then he kind of like flipped back to being good. So they did like his full color Cena thing. And it was cute with like, cause you knew it might come, right? You didn't know how they're going to do the entrance, but the video of all the little kids excited that their guy was back was kind of cute.
Hogan was back.
It was cute. Yeah, no, that's what he is. He's a lot of kids' Hogan.
They're going to let him. There was never a world in which he was going to retire a heel.
Oh, no. I knew that.
So this gives him the last few months.
No, he's doing just everything, right?
Yeah.
So they had a pretty good match, right? Cena dropped his belt to Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes needs a championship.
He has to. Yeah, he's not interesting without it.
No, Cody Rhodes' biggest thing is, number one, he does have a cool outfit, right? The jackets and stuff are gorgeous, right? It's a cool visual. He's not the biggest guy. He's a decent wrestler. Mm-hmm. But he is the new guy that the kids are dressing up as. He's selling the action figures. He's selling the wrestling buddies, right?
That's it.
Because his biggest thing, I think, so with the older generation, he's got the family ties, right? And they did I don't know if that was actually his dad. If it was like an AI thing of his dad. I couldn't tell with the voice. But they did a gorgeous thing with the polka dots and a dusty like quote before he starts off. Cody Rhodes' big claim to fame is he has an amazing entrance song and an amazing entrance, like an interactive entrance. And that's what
it's by far his best move.
It is. It really is. His finisher is lame. He doesn't have the best move set. He's a decent wrestler.
Cody's claim to fame is that he killed AEW by signing back with WWE.
There you go.
That they took the person that founded AEW with the Bucks and with Kenny, that they were just wasting over there. Yeah. And this was very much Hunter and Nick saying, oh, you're just going to let him walk? Watch this.
Yeah.
And we turned him into the biggest babyface in the company for the last 5 years.
Yeah. So he came out, and one thing Cody Rhodes does, he always comes out like at these pay-per-views like a rising platform, like a slow burn, because it just goes along with his music.
He's got the helmet and the whole thing.
The helmet is whatever, but he does this thing where there's a whoa in his theme song. If you know a song, you know what it is. And they do that. It was a very nice loud whoa, very loud whoa. Mm-hmm. So they had their match, whatever. The highlight for me was them going towards the ramp and falling down. I think they fell down the hatch that Cody comes up at, and then they slow rised it with the smoke, and Cena with the lights and everything had Cody up on his shoulders.
Holding him on the shoulders.
And I thought, he's gonna AA him and pin, whatever. But Cena lost. But the real highlight of SummerSlam was Cena's in the ring and they're doing the thank you Cena's, he's waving it. And this one even got me where I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. All of a sudden the Brock Lesnar music hits. In that place, it's a roofless stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The roof came off.
It was funny because
the loudest I've ever heard a wrestling event.
You were texting with me and like, oh, big return coming, blah, blah, blah. And we had talked about the Hardys. And I'm sitting there talking to Harley. I'm like, That's not it. We've done that before. And the Hardys are, God, that was the Orlando WrestleMania. So the Hardys are
I thought that was the wildest thing I've ever been involved in.
The Hardys are 8 years older at this point. That's not a return anymore.
But Brock Lesnar, who you thought was never going to come back because of all this lawsuit stuff, is back. Because John Cena is doing all the ghosts of John Cena past.
He was never charged.
No, I know.
And there's no way
There's
with TKO being a publicly traded company the way they are.
Oh, they vetted shit. They had to have vetted
He
stuff.
is cleared.
He's cleared. And
There's nothing that's going to happen there.
And they're familiar with Brock. They've done. He was the UFC heavyweight champion.
Everybody that's in that company to the highest levels knows him.
Yeah. So Brock came back. They're going to fuck. Brock is going to rip him to pieces in fucking Paris. He's going to smash him.
He is. Cena will go over in the end.
Oh, 100%.
Just like Brock put over Cody.
Yeah, and here's like Brock was like, and it's funny, I'm gonna bring this up, even though it's kind of like a tease for the end here, which we're getting close to the end of the episode. But that Brock music hits, that not even that wah, 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 like with that fucking like scratch noise, whatever he has beforehand. Like there was people were recording scene, and all of a sudden like they showed their face, and people were like gobstruck.
Yeah, with the legal stuff,
they actually got people.
You didn't think he was coming back,
and I'm telling you, like fucking like Viking cowboy Brock, is the scariest human being I've ever seen in my life.
They've done a variation of this before where they had a country hit cock.
No, but I mean, he's
done the man bun the last time.
I mean, like not even just wrestling, like fake wrestling, professional wrestling, I should say. He is a bad human being. Like he is a monster, right? He looks so much meaner with the beard and the top knot and the vest and the jeans than he did when he was like fucking. He's a little bit smaller. He hasn't bulked up as much, but he's just as strong.
He'll be shredded by the time he gets to.
He looks fucking mean as shit. So Summerslam was I mean, a bunch of surprises.
They did exactly what they needed to. Yep. Everybody's happy. It kicks off the next couple Chuffa pay-per-views.
Yeah. And
before you get to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was a good event. So again, I don't watch wrestling as much. I know you're still in it because of the kid and stuff like that.
She watches periodically. Like she'll watch this week because she's going next week.
Yeah. I dip in for my old, like obviously, so I think Goldberg was the last of my guys to go. I was a huge Goldberg fan. I was a huge WCW Goldberg fan. Oh, yes. He never needed to show up in WWE. No. And even when he was in WWE, I didn't watch as much because I was when I was in college.
I wasn't paying attention then, yeah.
Yeah, no, but WCW Goldberg was the shit, right? So I'm kind of out of guys. I got, I do like Punk and stuff like that. So, again, it's been hard since Zach died to watch it consistently, but
Roman's won me over. What they did with the Bloodline for the number of years.
Yeah.
There's not, people want to talk about NWO and everything. They killed that in 18 months.
I like his nephew or whatever. Fucking Jacob Fatu. He's cool.
Jacob's ridiculous, but the fact that they have more coming.
Yeah.
They can tell the story for the next 10 years.
I like Steiner's kid a lot too. So the business is in good hands. There's a good generation of young individuals coming up.
It's going to take something special for them to be able to pull off. It's got to be long term. Yeah. Like Breaker can go, Kid can wrestle. It's still a little too much of, dad and the uncle. Like, don't just bark. You look like a retard. Yeah. Like, show me something else. Like, we've seen that before, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like you hadn't seen anybody like that's why the Bloodline thing worked. Mm-hmm. You had a character that people hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
We don't need another superhero. We don't need Lex Luger in Stars and Stripes, right? Exactly. Or, fucking Cody. It's a variation of Stars and Stripes.
Yeah. But you always need one of them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, we'll do wrestling talk. We'll do it again sometime.
Yep.
Before we get into the final, our show ending, just a couple little programming notes. Today starts Fan Expo Boston. I'm headed there after this. I'm going to go home, grab the kid, head out there, check it out. I'll have some...
You won't see Cena, and Cena's just there tomorrow, right?
Cena's tomorrow. I'm not doing it. The prices, we're going to have a whole con thing.
We'll talk about that next.
The fall, yeah. The con pricing is fucking out of control. I'm only going because, I'm going to do, if anyone doesn't know, I do the Collects podcast show for our friends over at Critics. So I'm going, on their behalf. I'm just going to get some footage, some collectible stuff and all that. So kid's going to get an autograph. I'm taking her to Cena. It's her birthday this weekend. So my kid turns 24 this weekend. Fucking crazy, man.
Absolutely insane.
But yeah, so that, and then, we have another little con, Granite Con up in New Hampshire, and, they reached out to me. Okay. Cool, right? Smaller con run by the guys who own Double Midnight Comics up in New Hampshire. Good guys.
Good shop.
I played at their card to their shop. I bought some stuff there. I've gone shopping up there. I will be running all their programming this year solo. So if you go to Granite Con this year, all the panels will be DJ run.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's huge.
It's cool. Yeah, no, it's a good get. So
yeah.
do one by myself before I run out of juice.
And Double Midnight, they're tied in with WickedCon too, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's them, Mary Mac.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Bedrock.
Yeah. It's all those guys. So
it's all the old school guys that.
Yeah. So maybe I can pull off a WickedCon panel too. So
there you go.
If I do a good enough job, so we'll see.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try to get some guests too. So.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap things up with Mount FanMore.
Mount FanMore. Okay.
Okay, so Summerslam, as we talked about, we were wrestling heavy. Hulk Hogan died, obviously. So we figured like Mount FanMore of wrestling entrance songs.
Okay.
With lyrics.
Got it. Okay.
With lyrics. I am excluding CM Punk because it was a song beforehand for 30 years, whatever. So, but yeah. Okay. But go ahead and fire some off.
We can exclude that. I mean, number one, I'm gonna say this should go up without debate. Sexy Boy.
Oh,
Shawn Michaels.
I didn't actually even have that on my list.
Really?
HP.
That's one of those ones that even the casuals
know
the song.
Yeah.
As soon as the dum 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 dum.
Here's my one for the casuals, and I'll probably get some blowback. And we've been talking about this for the last half an hour. I'm going Real American.
I knew you were gonna put that on.
I mean, it's the ultimate wrestling entrance song.
I liked it better pre-Trump 1.0.
Jesus fuck. Separate the art from the artist.
It was retconned poorly, but yes, I understand where you're coming from. My next one, I'm going to go The Game.
Oh, okay.
Lemmy singing The Game. And in terms of, you want to talk about the entrance and everything, an entrance being paired to the music.
Yeah, no, it was a good setup, especially on like WrestleMania and stuff like that.
The whole thing.
It's fucking Lemmy, right?
You had an actual artist coming in and singing a theme song for.
Yeah. And not just an artist, fucking Lemmy.
Yeah. That was a big one. Yep.
That's a good
one. What do you got next?
I mean, a couple of the, since I'm going to finish the trifecta, since you got those two, I'm going DX.
Yeah, I can see that. I like DX.
So, that was a big thing for that whole era. When you heard that dum-dum, are you ready? Like the goosebumps.
Yeah.
You're right. It was like the ultimate, like, let's fucking go moment for the Attitude Era.
Okay. I'm going to throw out, I have two that I could here. I'm going to throw out Break Down the Walls.
I had that on there too. Yep. Perfect. I had that on there too.
Again, I'm trying to pick songs that were tied to memorable entrances.
Yeah. And I'm a Jericho guy.
And that's the music hits.
Yep.
You're just picturing the Y2J pose.
I still remember the day he fucking showed up. I was stoked.
That countdown went on for months.
I had to buy that t-shirt off eBay for King of the Ring.
And months.
Yep. That was awesome.
Coming to Rhode Island Comic Con.
Oh, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked to finally check that box.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with one of the newer ones, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put Cody's on there. That song is it's a really fucking good song.
Yep. I'm gonna go Voices.
I had Randy on there too.
I mean, I don't know, and that's a song that's kind of taken on a life of its own now. Like the crowd sings the whole thing. Like
Jericho,
you're not watching as much,
no,
right? But these guys, like, they go to foreign pay-per-views and stuff. They can't start the match because they sing the whole 5-minute song for God's sake.
There was that time when Jericho. So there's this thing that started like 2 years ago, I think, 3 years ago. Jericho had one of the Fozzy songs again.
Yeah, good. He was using one of his own,
and the fucking like the something happened where like it skipped or something like that. So the entire crowd, and this was when they were selling out in the early time. So you had 18,000 people singing the lyrics to Judas, right? And it started this whole thing now. So all these ones with lyrics, they get sung out. And 18, Randy's, I mean, it's a good song. It's a fucking really good song.
18,000, you're cute. They've never drawn 18,000.
Were they like in fucking England or something when that happened?
Did he do it at Wembley?
I think that's what it was, yeah. It was one of the bigger ones in the early days.
There you go. You know what? It's kind of persona non grata, but I'm going No Chance.
Oh, Vince. Okay.
That's one. It didn't matter how shitty things were going, whatever. Even when he was just making his little appearance to say hi, the crowd goes nuts as soon as you hear that music kick in.
I'm going to tag up on that. I'm going Shane O'Mac.
Yeah.
The Here Comes the Money.
Here Comes the Money. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Shane in the ring. So like, for me, a lot of this is like when that first like beat hits, how amped do you get?
He tries like hell. The boy, well, he's older now.
Yeah.
We'll throw another one on you. Cena's,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
More so, you won't hear a hard won't hear me advocate for it that hard going on there.
That's right.
But I mean, in the vein of the Codys and it's
okay. I got two. Was that your last one?
I have one last one.
Okay.
That. Go ahead.
So one that never got me amped up, but I'm just appreciating the song. I think it's one of the. There's only a couple of times where the wrestler has sung his own entrance theme song. We're talking the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk.
That was my last one.
It was Honky?
Yep, Honky Tonk
nice.
Man.
So I'm going to go one more then. This one actually just get me amped up because I was a big fan of the character as a husky child, right?
Isaac Yankem?
Big Boss Man.
Yeah.
The Cobb County, not 90s Boss Man, but Cobb County, Georgia.
The original.
Hard time Big Boss Man, yeah.
Correctional facility. Big Boss Man.
Yep. Okay, so we have Hulk Hogan, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Honky Tonk Man, Big Boss Man, DX, Chris Jericho, HBK, Triple H, Vince, Shane, Cena.
I will gladly take Cena off the list.
Okay, I will take Shane off the list.
Yeah. I love Honky. I just think there's stronger people out there.
That's fine. No, it was more a respect thing.
I know he made my list. I still advocate for Sean to go up there.
It's very possible.
It's
very possible.
I know people that aren't really wrestling fans that made playlists for them.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
They like the song.
And so I don't want to go like too heavy on like one faction basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to pit just one, HBK or Triple H. Why I would say HBK?
Yeah.
Because it was that song from jump and never changed. Triple H went through like 3 different themes before you got to Lemmy.
He tweaked it, and there was a lot of time after, even without the game thing, Triple H would come out to DX music. Sean, when he came out by himself, came out to Sexy Boy.
Yeah. So
Sean comes out to Sexy Boy now.
Yeah. And he's not. Yeah.
He's an exec, and they still play Sexy Boy.
He is.
And he ain't sexy no more.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go HBK on to Mount Fanmore.
Excellent.
And that eliminates Triple H.
Yep. Even though I love that song.
I got to say it my case for Hulk Hogan.
I think it has to go up there.
I would appreciate your cooperation in the matter.
Yeah. I think it has to go up there.
Okay.
Just remember, even in this environment we're now, half the country loves it. Just the other half that doesn't.
To me, it's always going to be the thing.
If you're going there,
I think we need one of the new guys. Who's better, Cody or Randy?
Oh, Randy.
It's Randy Orton, right?
Randy.
Yeah.
Randy from his teenage years right on. And as soon as he got a legacy, he's had that song forever. Cody was repackaged 6 times.
That's true. And the song did exist, I think, before Cody plucked it, I think.
No, it was written for him.
Was it written for him?
Yep.
Okay. And that's the reason why if people are like, fucking Edge should be on there. Here's the thing about Edge, right? I would normally I would love to put Edge on here because it's Altered Bridge and that's Mark Tremonti and that's Creed basically, but can't happen because it existed before. He plucked off an album. Okay, so we have one spot left for Vince, Jericho, DX, and Big Boss Man. I'm going to say no Vince.
No, although
I don't want to get us canceled for putting Vince McMahon on a fan war.
you just put Hogan on.
That's fair.
You're already there.
Okay, never mind.
But I don't think it'll happen. But there are people in the internet wrestling community saying
Vince
the Brock
McMahon.
piece leads in opening to, and Cena is pushing hard in the background
Bring him
to
back.
have Vince make an appearance before.
Yeah. I mean, so
I'm not going to advocate for it to go up.
So Jericho might. So obviously it's not Boss Man, right? I like.
If I was voting,
I'm
I would
taking
go
Boss Man.
Jericho.
Yeah, I would say Jericho's got the best song. I would say either it's Jericho or DX. Go Jericho.
I would go Jericho because if I was picking, I would go Jericho.
He was one of my guys. Okay, so if anyone's got Apple Music or Amazon Music, you should go throw these on your playlist because these are all kind of bangers. And
There are some really good wrestling theme song
there are some
playlists
really
out
good
there.
ones. Those when these do those albums, they were must buys, right?
And they literally had one guy that was in-house writing the majority
I
of
know.
these things. It was
It's
amazing.
crazy. Okay, so the Mount Fanmore of wrestling theme songs with lyrics are Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy, Hulk Hogan's Real American, Randy Orton's Voices, and Chris Jericho's Break the Walls Down.
Yeah.
That's
I like it. I wanted to try to fit a rock in there, but there was none that I like.
it's
The whole rock says thing. It didn't
it
do
is what
much
it
for me.
is.
So
yeah. Sorry, don't forget, like, subscribe. YouTube, we're one subscriber. Just please someone make a fake account and subscribe to the fucking channel, please. For Christ's sakes, we can get this custom link.
There you go.
Working on the FanMen podcast website. We're trying to figure some stuff out. We got some we're trying to get some licensing stuff figured out. Again, Twitter at FN37. A lot of people don't use it anymore, so you can go and message us on Instagram, FanMen Podcast, Facebook, FanMen Podcast. If you want to email us, DJ or Chris at fanmenpod.com. Whatever, just subscribe to all the stuff, and
we'll be back soon. We got con seasons here again.
Yep. So
we got football season here, so
all kinds of fun stuff to talk about.
Definitely.
Awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Later, kids.